know too well. Lining up for Haverfordwest County in goal, wearing 1, Zach Jones.
Prynawn Croeso. Good afternoon and welcome to matchday 16 and yet another Bluebirds Nest live. We are coming to you live from a very wet Essity Stadium this afternoon, where for this year anyway, Quay Nomads are playing their home games. The Bluebirds head into the game on the back of consecutive victories over both Colwyn Bay and Haverford in the JD Cup Premier and the JD Welsh Cup respectively. The Nomads been in fine form themselves this season, with last Friday them winning 8-0 here against Cymru Northside for Stad in Town, their latest success. And obviously the previous meeting between the sides back in September saw the Nomads running out 3-1 over 10 men Bluebirds at the Oggy Bridge Meadow. Tony Pennock's men currently find themselves in 8th. We've got a 4-point cushion over 9th place Pontypridd United. But if results go our way elsewhere today, a victory here would see us climb to 7th. Should obviously Penabont lose away at home to Newtown this afternoon. So we'll be keeping an up-to-date tracking of all the other scores across the league, and also we'll be keeping an eye on the Oggy Bridge Meadow this afternoon, where Steve Batty's development squad have already kicked off against Colwyn Bay in the second round of the FAW Youth Cup this afternoon. I'm sure if it's as wet there as it is here, it's going to be a mud bath at the Meadow this afternoon. We've got lots of off-field news to bring you throughout this afternoon. I think I've got about 15 bullet points about several things going on at the club in the Bluebirds community. We'll chip away at them throughout the afternoon, but we'll start with the update of a new arrival. Baby Wilson, a little girl, was born earlier this week, a few weeks earlier than scheduled, I believe, but all doing well, and I believe the little one now is home with mum and dad, Jack Wilson and Ellie Boswell. So we look forward to welcoming the three of you back to the meadow soon. I'm sure we'll have to dig out a Bluebirds baby grow perhaps, but obviously that means Jack isn't here and with us today. He's carrying a knock anyway, but I'm sure he's helping out at home with the newborn. But yeah, again, from everyone at the club, massive congratulations to both families, and hope you're all doing well. Mention that Jack isn't in the squad today. I'll go through the teams then. For Connah's Quay to begin with, then they've got Firth in goal, John Disney captain, Ryan Harrington, Callum Morris, Jordan Davis, Noah Edwards, Ben Nash, Jack Kenny, Declan Poole, Josh Williams and Kai Edwards. And for the Bluebirds, Zach Jones in goal, captained by Ricky Watts, Ben Fawcett, Dan Hawkins, Martel Taylor-Crossdale, Harry John, Lee Jenkins, Oscar Borg, Caden Williams-Lowe, Luke Tabone, and in his first start for the club, it's number 54, Jacob Owen. The bench this afternoon, we welcome back Kai Whitmore and Aidan McNamara, Ivan Knott, Rio Dyer and Yori Humphreys. Referee this afternoon, Alex McKinch. His assistants, Matthew Johnson and Ethan Goatley. And the fourth official in charge of the dugout areas will be Mr. Rob Jenkins. Obviously, the Bluebirds with only 5 subs on the bench this afternoon for 2 reasons. As I mentioned, the development squad are playing, so needed as strong a team as possible. So the likes of Dan John and Lucas Davis, etc., are missing out with us at the first team this afternoon. But I think we've counted 8 missing players this afternoon due to injury. Obviously, Captain Dylan Rees, Kyle Patton, Jazz, Elliot Scotcher, Abu, Jack Wilson and Tyrese Owen, who is with us up in Flint, but is struggling from the knock against Haverford last week. So a little bit depleted squad this afternoon, but boys in very confident mood. It's great to see Kai Whitmore and Aidan back on the bench. Both team not 100% and perhaps not right to start, but potentially will make a cameo later on. I'm obviously riding solo today's Nest Live, so as always, please do get involved in the chat. It's great when people put the comments in and make this a two-way process. But yeah, please let me know where you're tuning in from on this wet Sunday afternoon. And yeah, any questions or any info, please do communicate and chip in the chat this afternoon. Hopefully responses will start flooding in as the announcer next to me makes a racket here as the teams are just entering the ground from underneath us here in the stands. We are above the dugouts this afternoon, so we'd have a good watchful eye over both the home dugout just to our right and the away dugout just to our left, as well as many Bluebirds fans, to be fair, who've made the incredible effort and journey up to North East Wales this afternoon in Flintshire. There's at least double figures, and one in particular I'll mention later on, who I got to talk to earlier on, who has put up some fantastic miles to get here today. Mentioned it was his first start. Jacob Owen is just going through the pre-match routine of just doing a quick warm-up. It's his first start. I believe he'll be in the three-man midfield this afternoon, anchored by Ricky Watts and alongside Harry John. So Ricky is one of the oldest in the squad, alongside two of the youngest in midfield. And what I believe, again, is a 3-5-2 formation. Bluebirds, again, in yellow today. Leclerc, Gifford, across the front. Headline sponsors of the shirts, and they're playing for Pembrokeshire. Hashtag Young Chef, Young Waiter, and Pembrokeshire College sponsors across the back. The Nomads, who are already lined up on the pitch, ready to kick off the game in their traditional all-red kits. Ricky just making his way over to speak with the officials. Dan, we are not too lonely this afternoon. Tom is next to me here in the media suite at the Essity Stadium. And like I said, there's about, I would say, almost 20 members of the Bluebirds community supporting just alongside Tony Pennock's dugout. I'm sure that'll be an interesting communication. Everybody giving their tactical advice throughout the afternoon in Pennock's here along the touchline. I believe Ricky has potentially lost the toss, and the teams are now changing halves. So the Bluebirds, all in yellow with blue shorts, are going to be playing from right to left. And I believe it's a Nomad taking kickoff. Number 10, Jordan Davis, former Bluebird, of course, right in front of me, just in front of the centre circle. I haven't had a chance to catch up with him yet, but I did acknowledge him from afar. He's be looking to add to his tally of goals. Hopefully, we keep him quiet. It's a fair old crowd, to be fair, here in the Essity Stadium in Flint this afternoon. I'm guessing it's probably 250-ish from the angle we've got in the stand here. It's not a bad attendance, to be fair, this afternoon. Obviously, we're playing on a Sunday. As McKinch takes the kickoff, all the way back to Disney at right back for Nomads. But they're obviously playing on a Sunday due to Wales being out in Armenia yesterday. I believe it was an S4C request so that people could tune into their channel and watch the game yesterday. Wales drawing 1-1 and probably now putting Wales into the playoffs to get into the next campaign. Connah just keeping possession at the back, right on the edge of their penalty area. It's Nash and Firth, the keeper, just passing it before Kenny breaking down the right-hand side squares. And it's a great defensive clearance by Lee Jenkins with Jordan Davis waiting to pounce at the back post. It was a ball by skipper Disney that just managed to evade Oscar Borg, as Ben Fawcett now on the receiving end of a foul. Up straight away and is moving forward. Caden Williams-Lowe on the right-hand side, over on the far right, is going to be able to deliver the first set-piece opportunity. Martel looking lively up top.
Thank you all.
Moving across the lines.
When it was scratched, it revealed Ipswich Town, and it was won by Mark Fowler.
Martel does well. Going to go for a goal kick. Martel got the first contact, but took a tumble, and the ball is already back in play. Nomads looking to keep the ball moving as quickly as they can here. Again, playing relatively possession-based football at the moment, and looking to pass it from the back as the ball clears the dugout. Dan, I believe you're in work this afternoon. You're tuning in from the kitchen and cooking curry or cooking Sunday lunch, no doubt, this afternoon. Great to have you with us as we are 2 minutes underway Update from the Oggy Bridge Meadow. There's 35 minutes of play gone, and it's currently 0-0. And obviously no other goals yet across the Cymru Premier this afternoon, but we'll be keeping a close eye on those. Bluebirds, again, as mentioned, looking to be in that 3-5-2 or almost 5-3-2 formation, I think, when defending, with Luke Tabone taking up a central position of the back three this afternoon. Oscar to the left and Jenks slightly to the right. Caden Williams-Lowe, right wing back. I believe Dan Hawkins playing a left wing back position. Should have mentioned the ball is in Zach Jones's hands. Zach, all in purple, in goal for us this afternoon. The midfield three, Ricky Watts will anchor Jacob Owen and Harry John. So a case of young Bluebirds and Ricky Blair, a slightly more older Bluebird. And then up top, we've got a two-pronged attack of Martel, Taylor Crossdale and Ben Fawcett. Zach Jones manages to clear the back line. It does go all the way out for a throw-in, probably 2 yards off the corner flag, as I can see in the top left corner of the Essity Stadium. The rain seems to have disappeared. That's been with us all day today. And it's just a cold afternoon, I would say, at the moment. Martel with possession. Back to Harry John. Great feat to get away from the first defender. Martel back to Harry. He's crowded out by Harrington. Nomads looking to attack. It's a good defensive header by Jacob Owen. Goes back to Oscar Borg. Plays it to Zach Jones. And Jordan Davis, hot pursuit. Does clear in. Ben Fawcett could almost get in around the back there. The defender wins the header. Fawcett would have been one-on-one with the keeper. Had that evaded the centre half. Caden now with the throw over on the far side. Back to Ricky Watts. Straight back to Caden. Still in possession. Finds Tabone. Plays forward to Martel. Nash, the centre half, who's been in good goal scoring form for the Nomads over the last few weeks. Picks up. And it's a long ball that's gone straight out for a throw in over on the far side again. That's going to be a yellow ball. Again, I'm pretty confident in saying there's almost 300 here in dotted around the ground here. There's many along the touchline, so I'm sure if you see any Scorio highlights, you'll see a very busy touchline. So the ball is in Firth's hands now. Good start from the Bluebirds. Disney now picks up a rolled out throw from the keeper, looking to travel early. It's a good tackle. Oscar Borg wins back possession. Now with Dan Hawkins. Oh, his tackle. Dan Hawkins is tackled late. The ref is playing on. Martel on the edge of the box. Strikes. It's down low. Oh, just to the left-hand side. It's out for a goal kick. The ref played a good advantage, and Dan Hawkins played a through ball, but was taken late. Good start by McInch, who has refed us already this season and performed quite well that day. Fingers crossed he can keep pointing his arm in that direction, certainly in the first half. Again, Firth looking to split the centre halves to play out from the back. It's over now on the left-hand side with Harrington. From what I've seen, it's a slightly different way of playing from the Nomads, who traditionally, perhaps by some anyway, have seen that they play a lot of long ball football, but they're playing some tidy, neat passing to begin with. Ball up and over the Bluebirds defence is eventually won by Jenkins, who clears. Up on the halfway line with Martel, Taylor Crossdale. Slightly stray pass. Loses possession. And it's back with the men in red. Nash looking to travel. Martel is trying to keep up with him. He shuffles it across to Morris. Through ball is intercepted by Caden Williams, does well. Otsy, a nice 1-2, and then is cleared by the pink-booted Caleb Williams-Lowe again this afternoon. And it's a slightly mistimed clearance that goes straight to Disney. Seems to be anchoring the midfield for the Nomads. Nash to Declan Poole over on this near side, the right wing back. Cuts inside, across to Morris, and out the other side. I think that's Quay Edwards over on the far side there, with his brother Noah Edwards in the middle of midfield. Both, I think, formerly of Connah, but certainly Noah was the captain of Connah last year. Looking to take up a really advanced position this afternoon. It's a slip by Ricky Watts. On a strike, it's a great save by Zach Jones. Beats away to a corner. As I mentioned, it's rained all morning up here, and Ricky took a slip there. The ball went through to, I think it was Callum Morris, and just 25, maybe 30 yards out. Took a good strike at the goal, but Zach double fist beats the ball out for a corner over on this near side. Every player back for the Bluebirds. Almost every single player in the box defending. It's in from the Nomads. Luke DeBone's going to just miss the header. It's going to go out at the far side. It's back in. It's a header, and it's going to go for a goal kick. And safe in possession with Zach Jones. I believe the Haverfordwest County Development Squad have just taken the lead. It is 1-0, Tom. 1-0. Any idea of the scoring? It hasn't quite come up on the Cymru Football app just yet, but I believe the tie's been opened up at the Bridge Meadow. 42 minutes played there, so it'll be a great time to score going into half time. I'm sure Steve Barty's team talk will be slightly different now, but there's also been a goal across the North Wales Peninsula at Connah, who lead 1-0 at home to Barry. Not the result that we'd probably be looking for this afternoon, due to the position of Connah above us in the table. If a draw, if not an away win there, would be great for us. Again, a very high tempo start. Harry John now looking to slot a pass. Oh, almost goes through for Martel. Right idea, just wasn't quite right. Dan John, I believe, with the goal. Thank you, Justin. Are you at the game, Justin? Hopefully a good crowd down at the Meadow for Colwyn Bay, who, again, for a young squad, will be heading back up North Wales themselves today as we come down south on a Sunday. Not ideal for them, but so be it with the Welsh Cup. The Welsh Youth Cup, I should say. Yeah, so Justin's at the game. It's great intricate play here at the moment between the Bluebirds. Commentator's curse. Martel gives it away. Again, it's back in possession with home team then. You can hear Pennock demanding more from his Bluebirds. Started well, yeah. Just holding shape, proving to be hard to break down at the moment. Nash looking up. Martel competes well, manages to block the pass. Kenny plays out. It's a red throw. We've Connah are missing Harry Franklin this afternoon, which obviously is a good thing for us. He's been in free scoring form recently. The attacker who was with Aberystwyth last year, he's suspended. Was on the pitch before the game, warming up with some of the substitutes, but isn't in the squad, thankfully. It's a cross, deep cross by Harrington. It's Jordan Davis with a header. It is safe. It's Declan Poole now over on the right-hand side. Oscar facing Jordan Davis now. Ricky Watts. Great tackle, Ricky Watts. Clears the ball. I can't quite see who that tackle was against, but Ricky Watts clears. It's Josh Williams, 28. Back inside their own half now. The Nomads with the ball. Oh, Ben Fawcett almost cuts out the pass. Again, would have had a chance to be one-on-one with the keeper with that one, but Nomads this time misplaced their pass and it's out for a throw-in. 12 gone here in Flintshire. Still 0-0. Positive start to the game. It's a great throw, Lee Jenkins. It's a shame he can't be on the end of it as well. He's found Ricky Watts, played a great ball out to Dan Hawkins on this near side. Again, playing left wing back, cuts inside, finds Jacob Owen. Takes on Noah Edwards. He's going to get to the back. Just goes out for a goal kick. It's great play. Not seen Jacob Owen play midfield prior to this afternoon. I've seen him come on a couple of times at full back, but you can see there his attacking ability was very much one of the reasons perhaps that Mr. Pennock has picked him in the starting lineup this afternoon. Good chance. There's big gaps in the Connah's back line then. They're back in possession, just building up to come out of their half. Again, Bluebirds quickly back into shape. In here, loop to Bone, Marshall and his back line. And Jenkins is going to clear. Does really well to get a foot on it and clear upfield. And back, straight back down. Caden is pickpocketed, but Ricky Watts does really well to play it back to Zach Jones. On his left foot, clears. Going to hit the halfway line. Nash is first to react with a big header, which Jenkins replies to. Fawcett and Martel, very lively this afternoon. Should have been one of the instructions to get in and behind and look in for that through ball, which at the moment is proving difficult. The wind seems to be right to left here, and the ball is just going straight through to Firth. All in green in the Nomads goal this afternoon. Yeah, just to confirm then, it was Dan John in the 41st minute. Zach Jones is does well. Tabone does well to clear. Ricky Watts has now put a ball over Nash's head. It's going to go through to the keeper, I think. Has headed out. Finds Poole over on this near side. 2 half chances. Fawcett and Firth chase for the ball, but Nomads living on the edge. Play out for a throw-in just outside the penalty box area. Caden's got the ball in his hands already. The Roth is stopping play. Jacob Owen, I think, looks like he's got a cut to his hand. I think the only chance that would have happened is when he ran into the advertising board. So Tristan Jenkins currently dealing with Jacob. So the Bluebirds are a man down for now. Caden to Fawcett. Back to Caden Williams. Again, just looking to keep possession of the ball whilst Jacob receives this treatment. Again, Pennock just issuing the commands on to say, they're down to 10 men. It's now going to be a Nomads throw. Ball ricochets out off Harry John. Hand still being strapped up here in front of us. And the Nomads are looking to play. Boys back in shape. I can see nobody's really taking up that midfield slot, and I can see Martel just dropping back a little bit deeper now to pick up that hole, plug the hole. Fawcett at the moment up front on his own, as Nash just plays down the sideline to Declan Poole, who crosses. It's deep. It's going to go all the way out, I believe. Yeah, yellow throw. Jacob Owen back on the field with his right hand strapped up. Seems to be fine. I think the ref has just told him to come off. There's been a little bit of blood, I'm assuming. First half complete at the Oggy Bridge Meadow. And Steve Barty's men have gone in 1-0 up at the break. A Dan John goal. As his twin brother Harry, completely about a foot shorter than Kenny there. Kenny won the header, but it's gone out for a throw-in. The ball on the floor, Harry. It's a massive throw by Jenks. Up the field. What's he pickpocketed this time? As soon as the Bluebirds get in possession, Nomads, their tactic is certainly to hassle and pressure and look to get possession back themselves, and then they just ticking over, keeping it, knocking it around the back line, waiting for the right moment to push forward. Good afternoon, TTD69. I've got an idea who that is with those initials. Again, just passing it along the halfway line at the moment. Disney, the captain now, Moves forward down the right-hand side. Jacob Owen across. Dan Hawkins with him as well. Finds Jordan Davis, who crosses. Great defensive block by Oscar Borg. It's going to be a throw 2 yards away from the corner flag. Jordan now with the ball in his hands. It's a quick throw into Nash. Back to Jordan Davis, who crosses. It's long again. It's quite a narrow pitch here at the SD Stadium, and a couple of times now they've put it long and out for a throw over on the far side. Little bit fast asleep there from the Bluebirds. Nash had pushed up from the back to pick up a really short, unopposed throw from Jordan Davis, and it almost cost us there. Need to wake up. Yeah, not initials TTD, so no idea who that is. Ref was given a throw in for a foul on Kenny. I think that was Ricky Watts, who slightly late there, in between the penalty box and the halfway line. Ginch hands the ball over to Disney. Again, every player back from the Bluebirds. As the sole drummer man, potentially can hear in the background. Gets into a bit of rhythm over on the far side. Prolific goal scorer in the Premier League's Michael Wilde is up, warming up for the Nomads. Not a bad substitute to have him. Josh Williams, deep round the back. It's a head across goal. Oh! Ben Nash won the first contact across to Kai Edwards, who clears the bar. First proper chance, I'd say, that for the Nomads. It was pretty straight at Zach, to be fair, but it's gone high over the bar and into the nearby allotments of field beyond that brick wall at the far end of the ground. So it's going to be a goal kick to Zach Jones. All in purple, in white boots, and bright turquoise gloves this afternoon. His mullet is coming along nicely, he showed me earlier. No plans to cut his growing locks, as Jacob Owen this time gives the foul away just outside the no man's box. Afternoon, Rob. Hope you were well and you were recovering from your incident this week. No other goals at the moment to report other than that first opener at Connah, hosting Barry Town this afternoon. 0-0 across the other 3 games, including here. Oscar waits for the ball to bounce and then clears, but Kenny's on him. It's back to Tabone, who clears with his right foot. Out for a throw-in. Again, mid into the Bluebirds box. Ricky Watts does well to win back possession, but clears it straight back to Nash. Out to Poole. Again, it's intricate stuff. Disney's unopposed mark. Ricky does well to pinch it. Ben Fawcett travelling. Dan Hawkins is free on this near side. That's going to be the first card, I believe, of the afternoon. Noah Edwards brings down Ben Fawcett. Rolls her on a pin. It is indeed the first yellow card of the afternoon. That was what you would call a tactical foul there, as Dan Hawkins was clear through on this near side. Don't know why the ref couldn't have played advantage here, because Dan picked the ball up. Fawcett's back on his feet. No treatment needed, but that was a fair old tackle from Noah Edwards on Fawcett then, who does trot away. He is fine. Ball deep. Jenkins. Oh, yes! Luke Tabone! Great goal. It was a Dan Hawkins free kick right over the back. Lee Jenkins with an outstretched right foot managed to chip the keeper, lobs the keeper onto the goal line. I think a defender took a touch, and Luke Tabone, first to react, volleys it into the roof of the net. The first goal for Luke, for the Bluebirds. We take the lead. It's 1-0 after 22 minutes. Luke Tabone, number 25.
So first goal for Haverfordwest County in the 23rd minute, scored by number 25, Luke Tabone.
Superb. Up the Bluebirds. almost back underway. Martel is just tying his shoelace. Panic issuing instructions. We're almost halfway through the first half, and we lead 1-0 after only winning once away at the moment this season. Long way to go yet, but very optimistic now. Again, no sign of Nomads manager Neil Gibson, normally very vocal in the dugout. No, I haven't seen him much on the touchline. He is in the dugout. Brief chat with him earlier. Pontypridd have conceded at home. They don't do that too often, but 1-0 to Colwyn Bay. Luke de Boer this time with a header in his own defensive area. Clears Disney's cross. So Colwyn Bay lead at Pontypridd. Barry Town, as I've said that, Barry Town have equalised. The goals are coming in now. Malta 1, Nomads 0. Indeed. It's the wind has died down a little bit, you know. The weather isn't too bad. I'm sure the Scorio footage will be out shortly, and you'll see it's just a very, again, I seem to be saying this a lot at the moment, the autumnal, as Oscar clears the next Nomads cross that's put into the box. Who heads out for a throw in on the halfway line to the Bluebirds. It's, yeah, very autumnal now. It's a little bit of blue sky, quite cloudy, but thankfully the rain has lifted and it's not too bad playing conditions. There was another brief slip, Jacob Owen this time, in the almost same place that Ricky slipped earlier in the game. Took a tumble, which allowed a half chance, but Oscar did well to clear. Now on the front foot, it's a Lee Jenkins throw over on the far side. Again, that's almost as big as he can head the ball, that one. It's going to go all the way for a goal kick. Cleared everybody. It was, Jack, I didn't realise you'd asked the question about the wind. We had a brief conversation about you earlier. Jack, congratulations on the new arrival. Jenks showing you up with his throws at the moment, throwing them almost as far. Very sensible evening last night, Jack, as you were well aware. We travelled up on the bus last night, staying in Chirk with the squad, and had a lovely, sensible breakfast and pre-match meal at Chirk again before heading up here to Flintshire this afternoon. Oscar now the furthest forward, chasing down Firth, who's out of his box in no major sense of danger, but Oscar now making his way back. Nomads seem a little bit rattled here, a little bit nibbly at each other. Hope the sleep patterns are set in a little bit for you, Jack. I know you like your sleep. I wonder when we're going to see that games console on eBay now soon. You have to give up all of that entertainment. Nappies and milk bottles for you. Dan Hawkins does well to clear. Kai Edwards the only one back. He's a bit nervous on receiving that ball, and Kai Edwards is better than Fawcett hunted him down, but does go back to his keeper. Now in a bit more open space with the ball. Inside to Disney. Martel now coming across. Oh, Dan Hawkins could have nicked that one then. It was close, but Ben Nash travels forward. It's to Josh Williams. 30 yards out. Back to Nash. Delivers. Oh, chance over the bar. It was Jordan Davis is not happy with something there. The ref settling things. It's Kenny and Luke de Boer. Kenny's a lot taller than I remember. He's just the same height as Luke de Boer. Remember him as a pacey winger at Flint and Connah with many clubs up here in North Wales. We are on the 27th minute. We lead 1-0 away at Connah's Quay Nomads at the moment. Morgan, thank you for joining us. We've got big numbers of live followers this afternoon. I'm sure the Sunday afternoon kickoff time is helping those normally out and about on the Saturday afternoon. But tuning in, we're 1-0 up. Luke de Boer with a goal in the 22nd minute. It was a foul on Forsey. Dan Hawkins delivered from the halfway line over to the far side, where Jenkins managed to get a toe and chipped the keeper. It landed on the line. I think a Nomads player tried taking a touch. Don't think their manager would be best pleased with that one. And then Luke DeBorn was there to volley into the roof of the net. It's close to going over the bar, if I'm honest, but did manage to open the scoring for us. Again, it's just a bit of a chess match in the central part of the pitch at the moment. Both teams looking to get possession back as soon as they lose it. Great tackling by Forsey. Great. Again, they're getting frustrated. They're not happy. Not a happy home camp at the moment. Jenks going across to take the throw in. After Harrington managed to kick it off his own leg, I think, into touch. Jenks, the ball in his hand, just inside his half. Almost as big as he can head the ball 30 yards into the Nomads half. It's ricocheting about and it's gone up for a throw in. Already back in play. Kai Edwards in his own penalty box. Travelling. Another goal at Connah. Adam Davis has scored to make it 2-1 against Barry there. Martel has done really well to track back Ben Nash. Really well. Supporters showing appreciation. He does win back the ball. Fawcett does really well. She's just nicked her from the far side. Jenks. Oh, that's an excellent tackle on Jordan Davis. I think there's a little bit of verbals afterwards. Obviously, those two played together last year, but Jenks certainly didn't show his friendship in that tackle. Very, very good ball and man. Old school tackle, that one. Nice to see the ref allowing that. I've seen free kicks given for less. I'm sure Jenks will have a wry smile about that one. Half an hour up, still 1-0, and the Nomads still looking to do the same tactic of playing it around at the back. Just try and break. Oh, there's another slip in the exact same place. Josh Williams to Noah Edwards. It's a corner, great defensive play, but it's almost 3 times now in the same spot, just outside our own box. There must be a lot of water holding up there. It was Oscar just about to clear it, just slipped onto his stomach and allowed the Nomads to pick up the possession easily. Nicely played, worked the chance. Noah Edwards, the shot was blocked, I think, by goal scorer Luke DeBorn. Corner now and over on the far side. Josh Williams on the ball. Plays it short to Disney. Back to Williams. Finds Harrington on the edge of the box. A strike. And as you can hear, it's gone in. Zach Jones is furious, claiming it took a touch from an offside player.
On the 30th minute, the equaliser for Nomads, number 4, Ryan Harrington.
Harrington with a drive from about 30 yards. Zach protesting to the linesman on this near side here, who's not having any of it. Zach claiming that there was a player in his vision who got a touch on the ball. Like to see that one back. 1-1. Still 14 minutes of normal time to play in the half. VAR indeed, Rob. VAR indeed. Martel back in play to Watts. Evades 1, evades 2, doesn't evade 3. Back to Morris. Morris to Noah Edwards. Again, they look to go backwards. Again, the Nomads. To extend the size of the pitch, I suppose, and create some space, but I felt they were on the ropes then for a spell. Back to Firth in goal. Again, Nash looking to progress down this near side, the right-hand side. Oh, there's a mix-up. Ben Fawcett with a chance. He's an open goal, and he scored! 2-1, Ben Fawcett. Mix-up at the back. Calamity. Firth and Disney. Miscommunication. Fawcett did really well there. He could have lashed at it with a player in the way, but takes on the final defender and slots it in with his left foot. 2-1. Woohoo! Come on, the Bluebirds. Great to see Ben back on the score sheet. I know he's been hunting for a goal, having not scored for a spell, and obviously he's had his ankle injury, and I don't think his stomach illness has been helping him in recent weeks either. So he's been under the weather. So it's great to see him not only starting today, but getting on the score sheet. It's 2-1. There's Mr. Gibson, the Nomads manager, out of his technical area. It's a long ball forward. It's won well by Tabone. Back to Josh Williams. It's Jordan Davis on the edge of the box. Out again to Harrington, I think, on the far side. Tabone blocks Harry John and Josh Williams now competing for the ball. It's going to be a cleared. Caden Williams clears into the Nomads half. Great game so far. Back to Poole, being hunted down by the Bluebirds, sensing another error. It's back with first. He puts one into touch, almost into touch over on the other side. If they weren't rattled before, they're certainly rattled now. Unlucky by Dan Hawkins. It's out. Nomads throw. Come on, boys. Back to Nash at the back again. Finds Disney. Very technical player, Disney, looking to get in the quarterback role at every opportunity. Finds Kai Edwards, big man coming over on the far side there. Harry John does well to get a foot in. He goes back to Kenny. Josh Williams and Tabone now competing on the edge of the penalty box. Tabone does well. It's a Bluebirds throw. Nomad's not happy with that one. Could do with the halftime break, yeah. 2-1, 35 minutes gone. Be a fascinating dressing room, I'm sure, at halftime. See, Pens, with his very high demands of his players, will be happy with the lead, but I'm sure will be addressing some of the errors. Not many. It's been a couple, but not many. Could do with someone mopping up that wet patch on the edge of the box as well, to be fair. Again, back with Firth in goal for the Nomads. To Nash. Across to Kai Edwards. The left centre-back. Veteran of the league, I will say, with respect. Finds Harrington. Back to Edwards. He's probably going to look to switch across to this near side of Ben Nash in a lot of space. But Forsey is on his bike to try and catch him. But it's Nash travelling down this near side. Intercepted by Dan Hawkins. He's done that a couple of times today. Great feat. But the counter-attack is stopped. Again, it's out to Declan Poole this time. Dan Hawkins faces up to. Declan Poole cutting inside, right across the pitch. All the way to Kai Edwards. It's going to Jenkins does well to pick that up and clear. Carnarvon, who lead at home to Barry, are down to 10 men. It doesn't say yet who the red is for, but on Comet here, it's saying they're down to 10. As people are looking to perhaps go and get their half-time refreshments at the moment, but there's still plenty of time to play. Jacob Owen is fouled. Just slowing things down now. Very intelligent play by the Bluebirds. Jacob Owen takes the foul. Jordan Davis can't wait to get the ball. Passes it back to Zach Jones on the edge of the pitch. At the edge of the penalty box, sorry. Thank you for that, Rob. Glad you finally got around to watching it after your busy week. It tees it up nicely for this Thursday. I'm sure if you can imagine what is coming, but as Zach Jones clears Ben Nash, it's all over, but his header goes backwards. I think Lee Jenkins is going to come across for this one. It's in line with the edge of the box. We'll go back. I'll mention the documentary again shortly, but we've got an attacking chance. Jenks coming across. As I said, it's a shame he can't go on the end of his own throws at the moment. Willie, if you're still there, we could do with you back. Sooner the better, please. Jenks, a flat throw, finds Tabone. And it's cleared all the way back to Caden. who's on the edge of the D. Oh, bounces up into Firth's hands. Who punts the ball straight down the middle of the pitch. Caden Williams does well to pick up, but it's a good tackle on Harry John. But the ball bounces across to Dan Hawkins, to Ricky Watts, to force it out to Caden on the right-hand side. Boys playing really well with the ball in possession today. I've done it again. I've jinxed him. Force it's tackled. It's back to Kai Edwards. 39 minutes gone. There haven't been too many stoppages. I don't think there'll be too many minutes. Firth, the Nomads keeper, is keeled over at a 90-degree angle. They're holding his hamstring. I don't know whether he's done something in the build-up to concede that last goal, but want to keep an eye on that. Nomads in possession, just inside the Bluebirds' half. It's crossed. Oh, great hand from Zach Jones. Punches the ball out as I think it was Callum Morris was waiting at the back post. Back into the box. Caden just clears up in the air. Ideally could have gone a bit further, but it's back with Harrington on the far left-hand side. A cross comes in. It's out for a goal kick. Again, Nomad's not happy. I felt that was a corner. I thought that was a corner. Got away with one there. Alex McKinch having a great game. Big fan. Mentioned the documentary briefly there. The first of the 3 episodes of the new You Can Have It All Bluebirds in Europe documentary did go live this week. If you've not seen it yet, where have you been? And obviously another one premieres this Thursday before the big finale the week after. That will bring the curtain down, I think, on a highly dramatic and hopefully insightful series that we've done over the last few years. So it's 11 episodes done, 2 to go. Hopefully in years to come we can all look back and enjoy the roller coaster of emotions we've gone on over the last few years. But if you've not seen it, it is available on the club's YouTube channel. Don't go and watch it now, though, of course. It's liveling up here, but something to watch later on, perhaps. 41 gone. Jacob Owen shrugged off the ball by Kenny. Ref deems it. Jack Kenny very theatrical in going down there, but it's out the pool. The ref plays on. Cuts inside onto his left. Dan Hawkins. Disney. Out to Harrington. Dan Hawkins does really well to not allow him to shoot or cross them. So out for a corner. Ricky Watts, I believe, has picked up a yellow card there. Or was it Luke? It was Luke for the tackle on Jack Kenny. So first yellow card for the Bluebirds. Saturday. I think it was to both the goal scorer, yeah. Immediate area of the ground here. Looking to update the Comet system. It's a deep cross. Again, it's round the back. It's out for a goal kick. He's given a corner this time. Well, that was a goal kick. I think they're covering up, yeah. 2 wrongs don't make a right, though. Devastating if we were to concede here now, because that was never a corner. Cross in, won by Ben Nash. He's going out for a... No, Zach does collect possession, and it's safe into his hands. Not the best of corners from the home side there. It seemed to be Harry Johnson to be picking up 2 men. It was a bold corner approach from the home side. He threw pretty much everybody up for that one. Zach clears long. Again, won by Ben Nash. Oh, back in the keeper's hands. He's appealing for a foul. Felt he was pushed by Fawcett. Not the case by the referee. Again, Nomads looking to play out from the back. It's been a great half, to be fair. I know we're leading, but it has been entertaining. Nash now coming down again in front of us. Sees inside for Disney. It's the same pattern of play by the home side. To Noah Edwards and out to his brother, Kai Edwards, over on the far side. just moving the Bluebirds about well, to be fair, in the dying few minutes of the half. 43 gone. Morris. Okay, and 1-2s with Disney. Switches it to Nash, the big centre forward. Playing like a right wing back here. Allowing Declan Poole to push on even further, who's now on the ball. One-on-one with Dan Hawkins. Shows him to the byline. It's well cleared by Oscar Borg. To Dan Hawkins. Martel trying his best to get a foul. Does well to clear. Bluebirds fans in attendance here this afternoon applaud. Mentioned there was one particular fan. If anybody knows who it is, it'd be great to find out. But it was an athletic, the Navy Europa Conference League shirt walking around the ground on his own earlier on. So I had a brief chat with him. Asked him where he travelled from. Come up on the train all the way on his own today. And now I didn't catch his name. If anyone knows him, please let me know. He can't have been much more than late teens, early 20s. But on a Sunday, particularly with the Welsh transport systems not being the best, it's a great effort. Nomads now in attack. It's a good save by Zach Jones. Out for a corner. But yeah, if anyone knows that young supporter, please do let us know. Because fair play, an unbelievable effort. Joining in with probably almost 20 Bluebirds fans here today. It's a corner that Josh Williams and Declan Poole are standing on. Dan Hawkins is 10 yards away. Again, there's lots of pushing and shoving in the box. Taborn with a great defensive header there. He's had a good half. Cleared all that gunge off his head after yesterday's Children in Need gunging. They raised, I do believe, almost £1,000. He's done really well this half, Luke, to be fair. I think strong Ricky Watts clearance has deflected off a Nomad. So it's a throw for us. Over on the far side. Lots of people heading for their halftime refreshments now. The fourth official just putting the board up. The Nomads staff not happy with what I believe is going to go up of 2 minutes. In fact, there's been 3 goals and well, no treatment on the pitch. I know Jacob was treated on the sideline for a cut hand. Again, Bluebirds Harry John almost slots Ben Fawcett through for another opportunity. The board hasn't gone up yet, but the Nomads, I think, are aware of how long and are not happy. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of stoppage time.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 additional minutes. 4 additional minutes.
Disney has played a 60-yard cross diagonal ball, to be fair. Caden Williams does really well, but it's gone out for a throw-in. So with 4 minutes to go, it's a pivotal time in this match. Going in with a lead would be a fantastic achievement against second place in the league, Quay Nomads. We're trying our best to keep up with TNS. Oscar Borg does really well to clear his lines there, and it's out for a throw-in just inside their own half, Nomads. Nash throws to the keeper, 20 yards outside his box. Martel and Fawcett have worked so hard this first half, to be fair, chasing down the play. Martel is coming back with Nash as he brushes alongside this near side again. Again, it finds Poole, but Dan Hawkins playing left wing back today does really well to clear. Back to Watts. Just gives a free kick away, Fawcett there against Disney. Probably was a free kick, to be fair. Nash. One where Harry John Watty won the tackle well. He just can't get it out of his feet quick enough, but Jacob Owens got possession of it. Oh, is fouled. It's going to be a free kick. And Jacob Owens seems to be doing that really well today. He gets possession and gets contact and takes to the floor. There's probably 2 minutes left. Pennock instructing Luke Taborn to stay back for this one. intelligently. No need to look for a third. Rather keep one out. Jenks has gone forward, though, but Caden diagonally across. Nash wins the first contact. As the players look to chase back, it's Disney, goes long. The ball against Kenny. Just a little bit silly from a back heel from Dan Hawkins, almost gets us into trouble. Nomads in the ascendancy now. Jordan Davis just outside the box. Jockeyed by Jenks. It's Harrington's free on the far side. Crosses. It's cleared well by Keaton. It's a throw-in. Can't be much more than one to play. Harrington over on the far side. Finds Noah Edwards. Back to him. On his right foot. Crosses. Deflected. Caden again does really well. But Jordan breaks through. And Jenks puts it 100 foot up in the air. And Martel does well to chase it down. Caden, first contact, wins the free kick. And I think that won't be far from that in this first half. McInch is looking at his whistle. I think he held up one finger then. Zach coming out of his box to take the free kick. It's still 2-1. 45 plus 4 is showing up on the board here. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Where are you tuning in from, Matt? Zach Jones goes long. Oh, almost drops to Martel, but it's in Firth, the Nomads keeper's hands. Rolls it out again to Nash. Nash has done some miles this first half. Fair play to him. Up down this near side with us. Disney's got everywhere as well, to be fair. Team indeed, Rob. Yeah, very much so. It's been a real team effort today. As again I said at the start, there's 8 injured players missing today and 2 squad players who've been with us a lot this season, Dan, John and Lucas, at the Meadow playing against Colwyn Bay in the FAW Youth Cup this afternoon, who, again, there's still no more goals on there, still 1-0, Dan John opener earlier in the first half, just before the break. 65 gone there. As the ref continues, the whistle's in his mouth, and there it is.
So 2-1 to Haverfordwest
Half
County
time,
at the interval.
2-1 to the Bluebirds here at the
ladies and
SSE
gentlemen.
Stadium.
The official attendance
We'll take
285.
a quick break.
285.
The Abertavie Bluebirds, brilliant. We'll take a quick
Don't
break
forget,
here
you can get
in
hot and
Flintshire,
cold
and we'll
snacks
return for
and
the second
drinks
half
from the
in just about
kiosk.
15 minutes. Over and out. Croeso nôl, welcome back to the ST Stadium in Flintshire, where it is Connah's Quay Nomads 1, Haverfordwest County 2. It was a very enjoyable first half, and I really do feel it's going to be more of the same in the second half, because I've just been near the dressing room, shall we say, and a very calm and collected Tony Pennant was given lots of information to his troops. The same can't be said for the home side, where, well, there wasn't just a hairdryer, there was a box of hairdryers, I think, in that one, because Mr. Gibson certainly wasn't happy with the home side and their performance in the first half. So I think it's going to be lively in the second half. Mentioned there was a few updates, so before the teams return, I will just give a few things. And whilst there's been many incomes, there has been an outgoing in the club recently. The club confirmed that Georgina Nicholas stood down from her role as chief executive this past week and has departed the club with immediate effect. The statement put out said that Georgina was appointed in March this year, involved in the day-to-day running of the football club during the busiest period in our history, as we obviously competed in the Europa Conference League qualifiers throughout July. Georgina took charge of off-field matters from an operational perspective, and her experience was important in helping to guide us through what was a new experience in terms of that continental qualification and all of the challenges it brought. But the club would like to thank Georgina for her hard work during the time at the club and wish her well with whatever the future holds. And on a personal note, again, I enjoyed many good trips with Georgina across Wales and obviously Europe. So also want to wish her all the best for the future. Just heard the ref's whistle, so the game will be underway shortly. So before that, in some sort of opening of the January transfer window, if you like, the club have made two big announcements of incomings this week. And both roles will start in January the 3rd, 2024, but we have a new chief operating officer and a new commercial manager. In chronological order of their announcement, Mr. Dennis O'Connor will join the club in a full-time capacity and arrives having worked in a similar role for Visit Pembrokeshire over the last few years, achieving great success. A statement mentioned that Dennis has a wealth of sales and account management experience, and obviously his connections right across the county of Pembrokeshire, I'm sure, will help us to further grow the club's engagement and in the community. Having known Dennis personally for many years, since I was a wee nipper in Carmarthenshire, I'm extremely excited by this one. And also the same could be said of Becky Nuttall as well, who is our incoming chief operating officer. Becky joins from Cardiff Met University, where for the last decade, I believe, worked as head of operations and the academy manager. And Becky's roles and responsibilities are going to span from day-to-day running of the club to managing the academy staff. And from a personal perspective, Becky's always been a great host when we visited the Met. So again, looking forward to working alongside Becky, and it's another really exciting appointment for the club going forward. So again, big croeso to you both. Obviously joining us just after Christmas, but I'm sure we'll have one eye on Bluebirds' results. Certainly Dennis, who's followed the club for a long time as well. Goes as they stand at the moment, as we were, the development squad playing at the Oggy Bridge Meadow this afternoon still lead 1-0 against Colwyn Bay. I believe it's just over 10 minutes to play there. The away side ringing 5 changes already in the second half, but keep at yet to change anything in the home team lineup. Penabont Newtown is 0-0 as it stands at the SDM Glass Stadium in Bridgend. Pontypridd trailing at home to Colwyn Bay. It'll be a massive 3 points for Colwyn Bay and potentially puts even greater distance between us and Pontypridd, who are currently underneath us in the table. And in the other game, crossing Connah, they lead 2-1 against Barry, and it was 5 minutes apart. 2 yellow cards for Mooney. It's Phil Mooney, I believe his name is. He picked up 2 yellow cards, but they lead, but with 10 men. The Bluebirds are back out on the pitch. The Nomads are just coming out now with, I'm sure, a few red years, to say the least, after that. That was really passionate and emotional chat that they had in their dressing room. I think, like I said, several hair dryers and several items moved around, should we say. Bluebirds to kick off in the second half. Playing left to right.
It was
Speaker system. Apologies for any language. You might have picked up on that one, but the speaker system seems to be playing up next to us here in the media seats at the SD Stadium, but we're almost underway. Again, great to welcome some new names in the chat this afternoon. The Aberteifi Bluebirds, I feel a flag coming on there. Matt and Steph, welcome to you. Only now joining the party. You've certainly missed a good first half. 2-1 we lead as the fourth official and Neil Gibson deep in conversation already as the second half is underway. Ricky Watts all the way back to Zach Jones. 3 Nomads players all chasing Zach down, but he does clear well. I got a feeling the Nomads are going to come out with traps here, which might open up some chances for us. Just need to hold strong. Disney now inside his own half, just coming across the halfway line, pushing forward with the ball. The captain out to Harrington, this left wing back position. It goes back to Quay Edwards. Again, still no rain since this morning's, well, many downpours this morning. So the surface seems to be drying up a little bit. Hopefully some of the Nomads defenders can slip in that wet patch, as 3 of the Bluebirds did in the first half. They're passing it about well. Martel putting pressure on Firth in goal. Clears down the right-hand side. Over on the far side now from us is Poole and Nash, who covered a lot of ground in that first half, moving forward. Victor Bourne across to intercept. Does well to clear his lines. Narrowly goes over that touchline on the far side. Evidence of a drum being beat over the other side of the ground here. Livening up quite a quiet crowd so far. Almost 300, I'm guessing. Do believe 285 is showing on comment on the Cymru Football app. 285. I wasn't far off then. I said 250, 300. I'm getting better at it. Firth clears his lines. Straight into touch. He's not at the best of games with his kicking. News coming in of another goal at the Oggy Bridge Meadow, and I believe it's almost wrapped up the game. It's 2-0 to the development squad this afternoon. Luke Taborn again showing great footballing ability there. It's deflected out for a yellow throw. So it seems with 6 minutes of normal time to play in Haverfordwest that it's 2-0. And into the next round, the third round of the FAW Youth Cup, as Jenks actually plays a short throw and then plays a 1-2 with Martel. Forsey does really, it's unlucky. Brings it down from the clouds after a long clearance from Jenks, but his first touch just evades him and it goes up for a goal kick. And the Nomads are playing already. Again, out from the back. Quay Edwards seems to be over on that right-hand side now a little bit. Clears all the way back. It's in Zach's hands. Throws out to an unmarked Lee Jenkins. Jordan Davis coming to stop the clearance, but it does go long. Territory-wise, an excellent kick. Thrown straight into play. Really quiet spell coming over the ground here at the moment. To be fair, how on earth is that not a yellow throw? Fawcett cleared the ball, blatantly hitting Jordan Davis, but Noah Edwards now heads it into touch, so a little bit of justice. Newtown have taken the lead in Bridgend. So, as mentioned at the start, there's a chance we might change position in the league this afternoon. Jenkins, really well intercepting play, is now on a bit of a marauding run. Finds Jacob Owen. Dan Hawkins is in support. Again, Dan Hawkins playing in a left wing back role today. Has found Quay Edwards, does well to intercept that one. And the Nomads again building up from the back. Looking to play football, to be fair, which is a refreshing change. Martel hunting down that ball. Oh, Firth took a chance there. Plays it out to Disney, who's got time to turn and travel out on this side to Morris, who has been quite quiet. Breaking news, it's 3-0 at the Meadow. A late flurry of goals. Cymru Football app hasn't updated, but I do believe it's 3-0. Very quiet the second half. Not used to losing, to be fair, so far this season. They've done really well in the league. Nash fouls force it. Zach coming out to take the free kick, which is midway between the penalty box and the halfway line in our half. Again, just looking to take his time and chip away at the time. Oh, the crossfielder was on, but I think it's a brave one to do that. Zach is going to go big. Horsey on his toes, ready to break that line. Does go big indeed. It's right going to be on Nash's head. Martel does well to compete. The centre half does win the header. It's up in the air again. Josh Williams. Hayden now across Watsy. Finds Dan Hawkins over on the far left-hand side. Cuts inside. Back to Watts. To Matt. Oh, almost through for the chance. It's in the Nomads keeper's hands. Rolls out. Disney again in the quarterback role. Dictating play for the home side. Harry. Deemed to have fouled Morris there. Debatable. Again, Disney on the ball. Crosses the halfway line. Oh, he turns around and plays to his keeper. Great shape from the Bluebirds at the moment. Again, in that 5-3-2 out of possession. Holding their lines. Waiting for the right moment to pounce. Just letting the Nomads have the ball in their own half. Oh, Noah Edwards breaks. Across. Josh Williams, 30 yards out. Harassed by Ricky Watts there. Over to this near side. Nash has definitely switched sides because he was right centre half in the first half, and now is occupying the left centre half. Good tackle, Ricky Watts. All the way back to Firth, it's gone. Just as I said, holding their lines, being patient, letting the home team have the ball. Kai Edwards now on the right-hand side travelling. Finds Declan Poole. Appeals for a throw-in. Not given. Back to Disney. And out to this near side to Nash. Noah Edwards is free. Martel just coming back to pick him up. But Jordan Davis and Kenny seem to be as a two-pronged attack for the Nomads. Just trying to move the Bluebirds' back line across the pitch. Jordan Davis does indeed get on the ball. Plays a 1-2 with Poole over on the right-hand side. Cuts in on his left. Dan Hawkins does well to show him back out. Not quite going for the Nomads at the moment. Cross in. He's caught excellently by Zach Jones. Under pressure from Josh Williams. Collects. And gets back possession. Yeah. Certainly Ari John committing more fouls than on the receiving end today. It's a tough task, and he's up against some experienced players there. Fawcett's on his bike, looking to pressurise Kai Edwards. Again, he's having to bring the ball under control from a 50-60 yard in the air clearance from Zach. It's a tricky one, and it goes out for throw. Back in play. It is indeed 3-0 at the Meadow. Hayden again does really well to intercept. He plays a 1-2 with Martel. It's a Bluebirds throw. I think Jenks might come up for this one. A little bit of aggression shown in the Nomads dugout there. Frustration punches the bus shelter. Not happy with his team. They came out all guns blazing. They seem to have gone off the boil a little bit again here, the home side. Jenks with a long throw. The ball is getting manhandled there, but nothing from the ref. Jenks. Oh, Ricky. Come on. Oh, boys. big miscommunication there. Jenks was ushering Watsy to come and play the ball, and Watsy was going backwards, but it is back under safe control. Zach to clear. It's a great knock into the corner, that is. Martel got the pace to Ben Nash. Ooh, plays it back to Firth in goal. He's calm, considering his mistake in the first half. He's very calm. Looking to pounce. Watsy back on the ball now. Chance. Fossey's offside there. Martel is, I'd say. Wrong option from Watsy anyway. Yeah. Big chance that was. Harrington. He's opening up a little bit. Oh, Fossey nearly cuts that pass out. Gibson is going bonkers, to say the least, in the technical area of his players. Just holding strong, the Bluebirds defence at the moment, as Oscar now chases. It's a great ball by Jordan Davis down the left-hand side. Harrington crosses. Oh, it's cleared. It's on the edge of the box. Davis over the bar. Over the bar. Big chance for the Nomads to equalise. I think it was cleared on the line in the end. I'm guessing Dan Hawkins was in that area. Showing Jordan Davis's ability there just to find a through ball. Harrington on the overlap on the left-hand side, crossed. Zach made first contact, but it ricocheted back to Jordan on the edge of the box. But a Bluebird on the line, cleared. Again, just a reminder of the threat of the Nomads. They're not going to go quietly. Goal in the Oval. Carnarvon now 2-2 against Barry. Jordan Cottrell with the second. Oh, as Martel almost gets half a chance. Nomads are certainly living dangerously as they now attack. Josh Williams out to Jordan Davis on the right. Edge of the penalty box, coming inside. Oscar does well to block, and Luke does well to clear. Oh, it's a clash of heads. Dan Hawkins and Jordan Davis. It wasn't intended. They've both gone ahead of it, but I think Dan Hawkins has come off worse here. They're both holding their heads. They're okay, but they're certainly holding their heads. Dan Hawkins, I'd imagine, is going to need a bit of treatment. The former teammates do chat. Jordan walks away, scratching his head. Dan is back on his feet, walking away. That was a nice little clash, that one. Both seem okay, though. No treatment given. It's a free kick. Zach's on the ball inside our penalty area. Kai Whitmore, I can see warming up alongside Aidan McNamara and Yori Humphreys. Doesn't look like any substitutions are imminent, but just stay warm on this bitterly cold afternoon. Ooh, the decent back pass to Zach is a bouncing one. He does well to control and clear his lines. Game of tennis at the moment. Oscar now clears the lines down the opposite side. 94th minute in Pembrokeshire. 3-0 to the home side. All but booked their slot in the next round of the Cup. Congratulations to all involved there. Goal scorers. Hasn't come up yet. Dan John had the second one. And Christa's Krajavkivs. Yeah, apologies for the pronunciation, but Christa's has scored in the 87th minute to make it 3. Dan John, I believe, getting the 2. Just excellent result that. Well done to Steve Barty's Bluebirds. As Ricky Watts very confidently wins back possession. Finds Harry John, clears to Martel. Ben Nash is just going to get that one. Close to a throw-in, but not given. Nomads back in possession. I'd like to think there would have been a good attendance at the Oggy Bridge Meadow this afternoon for those that couldn't travel to go and support the young Bluebirds. Oh, it's a miscontrol, but Zach Jones is going to get it. We're safe. Half a chance for Jack Kenny there. Luke de Bowman to clear, and the ball, just the spin deceived him, and he missed the ball completely, and Jack Kenny took a shot that was deflected up and safely into Zach Jones's hands. Couple of half chances just beginning to creep in now. Zach clears. Great kick. 60, 70 yards into opposing territory. And pulled as well. I don't think Dan Hawkins is going to be able to continue for a second. He's holding his head. Tristan is now running. Dan Hawkins is off the pitch, but running around the goal line. I'd imagine there's probably a little cut, and the ref has asked him to put blood on. He's sprinting round to meet Tristan behind the goal at the moment. Yeah, I think there might be a little cut on the side of his head that Tristan is now dealing with, so hopefully we can get him bandaged up and back on. Noah Edwards, out to Quay Edwards, his brother, 30 yards out, on his right foot, back across to Josh Williams. The far side to Kenny. Edwards, again, structurally, the formation's looking really good from the Bluebirds, just not letting them find those spaces, pockets. They're just having to pop the ball around. The Nomads. Dan Hawkins is back on the pitch, no bandage. It's a massive cross. He's gone out for a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Caden headed it on the goal line, but the linesman had the flag up to say it had gone out already. Pressure relieved again. 61 on the clock, still leading 2-1 here in Flintshire. All quiet from both dugouts at the moment. Mike Wilde is warming up. Again, probably the best sub in the league. Chasing the game. There's not many strikers better. Certainly had a plan B option maybe for the Nomads. The goal kick has been cleared. It's ricocheting around the halfway line at the moment. Fawcett and Jacob Owen doing really well to harass. Caden Williams has pounced, but it's going to drop back. It's almost pressure on them there, restricting them from playing it out. It's 2-0 at USW Park in Pontypridd, as they now lead. Colwyn Bay lead 2-0. A penalty, I believe, from Tom McCready. We are 2/3 through the game here. 90 minutes can't come quick enough. Poole over on the far side. Back to Disney. Again, so important for Nomads and what they do. The quarterback role he's occupying. But certainly not impressing Gibson, the fact that they keep going back to Disney and not looking to move forward up the pitch. Jacob Owen almost winning back possession there. Quay Edwards finds Nash. Again, Meridian down that right-hand side. To Poole like they did so much in the first half. Nash travelling 35 yards out from goal. Back to Poole on the far right-hand side. 1v1 versus Harry John. Dan Hawkins is there with support as well. Ricky Watts makes the tackle. I would have been appealing for a foul there, to be fair. I think Ricky Watts, excuse me, did foul Noah Edwards, but the ref has given a throw-in to the Bluebirds. It's one of those days today where I've got to compliment the official in charge's performance. Everything that was 50-50 has gone in our favour. I don't think the home side would be as pleased. There's two hands in the back there. That is one I would have been appealing for too. Throw in on the far side then. Ball just out of bounds. Being returned to Declan Poole on the right-hand side, who is again looking backwards. They're not looking and go forward. Just clocked the TNS manager. Coming into the stand here. Former assistant at Connah Nomads. 3-0 Colwyn Bay. Oof. Yeah, Dan, much better performance from the official in charge this afternoon, to be fair. 3-0 Colwyn Bay. What a great result for the Seagulls. I'd like to think that they travelled so well down to us a couple of weeks ago. They've made the journey down to Pontypridd this afternoon. Seems troubles off the field for Pontypridd seem to have accumulated, and the troubles on the field. Luke DeBond does well to clear, aiming at the John Davis' trailing leg, and it goes out for a yellow throw. in front of the away dugout. Every player within a 30-yard space at the moment. Slice by Ricky Watts actually is favourable. Can Jacob Owen get on the end of that against the experienced legs of Noah Edwards? Doesn't. Nomads back in possession. Again, just going backwards and sideways, not looking ready to go forward. Struggling for a route here. He's played to Harpington on the left-hand side. Crosses, deflected. It's going to be a corner. Corner to Connah's Quay. 65 gone. Still 2-1 in the lead. They've had 2 red players on the ball for every corner until now. So I think the change of shape for the Bluebirds isn't needed now, that I know was mentioned at halftime, although Disney does go to receive. Great header. Martel wins the first header. It's out the box, back to Poole, travelling down the right-hand side. Harry John in pursuit. Going to get the cross in. Comes across. It's safe in the hands of Zach Jones. Kai Edwards with the header straight at the keeper. Zach sprawled on the floor with his ball in his possession. 66 gone. Very sombre feeling around the ground. They were very vocal in the first half, certainly not anymore. Start appealing for Zach Jones' slow play to be penalised. Oh, loop to ball. Does really well to come away with that ball there. It's come off a red shirt. Oh, Caden does well to keep it in. Keep possession. Jenkins clears the lines. It's 2v1. Kai Edwards is going to win the header. Goes backwards into the safe hands of his own goalkeeper this time. A little bit of atmosphere picking up with the drum there. Again, possession-wise, the home team having all the ball at the moment, but finding it difficult to break Haverfordwest down. Poole over on the far side, breaking into the final 30 yards of the pitch. Oscar does well to win the ball back. It's cleared by Dan Hawkins. Disney again in the anchor position for Nomads, just picking up the ball, which is cleared by Dan Hawkins. It's a great knock that is, just forcing them to go all the way back to the keeper. Killing another couple of moments. Yeah. Can you tell, Rob? It's more than happy for it to teeter out as a nothing second half if we can pick up the 3 points, but not much to talk about. Yeah, where are you at the moment, Rob? Are you in London listening this afternoon? Help me out, yeah. I think the first change is imminent, and I thought it wouldn't be too long, but Mike Wilde is stripped and ready to come on for the home side. Microphone going on. Apologies if there's any feedback. It's going to be number 9. I think he's number 9 still, is he? Michael Wilde. Number 9 for 19. It's an attacking switch. I think that's Harrington. No, it's not Harrington. Who's 19? Oh, apologies. It's not. It's a Haverfordwest substitution to begin with. It's Ben Fawcett who makes way. And number 19, Aidan McNamara now comes on. It's a tactical switch.
Huh? It's Mike Wilde on for Noah.
Yeah, yours on about.
Yeah, Ben Fawcett off and Aidan McNamara on.
So that was Ben Fawcett off, number 9, and Aidan McNamara, number 19 on. The substitutes for the substitute for the Nomads. Replacing number 14, Noah Edwards. Number 9, Michael Wilde.
Michael Wilde is on then for the Nomads. Confusion here in the media area. Noah Edwards, the midfielder, is replaced, and they seem to be throwing the kitchen sink at us with Michael Wilde coming on up top for the Nomads. But Aidan McNamara has come on. He's taken up a position of left wing back, allowing Dan Hawkins to push forward to replace Ben Fawcett, who was playing up top alongside Martel. Oh, almost intercepted for Jacob Owen. 69 gone. Slight shape change, I'd say, for the home side. Harrington now over on the left-hand side. Jockeyed well by Caden. Forces him back yet again. Kai Edwards just inside the half. Goes long. It's Michael Wilde versus Oscar. It's a great header from Michael Wilde. Nobody on the back post even to pick up the seconds, but that's certainly a show of intent. He's going to be the target for everything, I feel, now in the remaining 20-odd minutes. Zach with a goal kick now. I'm sure sooner rather than later will be encouraged to speed things up because he's doing a great job of taking his time. Does clear. Straight into touch on the halfway line on the far side. Much to the enjoyment of the home fans. Ball back in play. Firth, the keeper, plays out to Kai Edwards. Left of a back three for the Nomads this afternoon. He's travelled 20-30 yards. Martel in hot pursuit. Out to Harrington, the left wing back. 1v1. Back to Josh Williams. It was impressed me this afternoon, Josh Williams. Controlled a lot of the attacks with Nomads, to be fair. Poole inside to Kenny. Is expertly won back by McNamara. Did well there. Just forcing them backwards. Disney out wide to Harrington. Again, Caden does well, showing him backwards. Running away from goal. Does a Cruyff turn. Goes back at Caden. Again, forces him backwards. Back to Kai Edwards. He's looking for Wilde. The run is there. Kenny. Fantastically played by Zach Jones. Taking his time. It's his hands again. Nomads already complaining about time wasting, as are supporters. But Zach begins his trot across the penalty box to the other side. Like Wilde just stopping him from dropping the ball. Zach appeals for the ref to let Wilde back off. Is cleared. Higher rather than long. Jacob Owen does well to compete with Disney there, as does Dan Hawkins and Ricky Watts. It's a hot potato in the middle of the pitch, but it's out. Declan Poole with a throw-in over on the far side. 72 gone. Still leading 2-1 here. Nomads doing everything they can to find that equaliser. Edwards back to Disney. He's going to play it out wide to Nash. Again, just finding those spaces either side of the front two of Hawkins and Martel. Again, shape looking really good this afternoon. Oscar, great dummy, rolls out for a goal kick. Oscar now picking up Jack Kenny, and I believe Luke DeBone and Jenks sharing the responsibility of Mr. Michael Wilde. Great battle that'll be in the air. Jenks, who's to the right of the back three this afternoon. Not quite sure of the reasons why the coaching staff have put Luke more central, but so far, so good. No other goals around the grounds. It's full time at the Meadow though, 3-0. And again, congratulations to the development squad for that result. Look forward to seeing who they pick up in the next round. Kai Edwards again just moving forward. Harry John, half his size, looking to cut it out. It's a blocked shot. Jenkins manages to block it. It's back to Morris. Out to Harrington. Again, Caden does really well, but it is crossed. Oh, misses everybody in the box. It's a free kick against the Nomads. Jordan Davis, I believe, to have fouled Oscar Borg on the edge of the 6-yard. There was about 3 or 4 salmons in the box then, jumping for that one, but it evaded everybody, and the ref has given it for a push on Oscar. Again, Zach showing his experience, just slowing things down. He's checking the ball is even pumped up enough. Welcome, Mr. Hazardous Studios. We are 2-1 in the lead, holding off a kitchen sink's worth of attacks. Jack Kenny now coming into the Bluebirds box. Oscar, arms behind his back, just stopping the cross. Back to Declan Poole. Numbers are coming forward from the Nomads. There's a free man. Disney is free on the edge of the box. He does find Disney. Slots it through. Dan Hawkins, great tackle. Declan Poole looks to make contact, but Hawkins toenails got on the end of that one, out for a corner. But yeah, 2-1 with 15 of normal time to play against, obviously, the Nomads, who are second in the league. Haven't lost very many at all this season. Just looking at the table. The corner has gone out and then back in. So it's going to be a goal kick. Even better news. The Nomads played 10, only lost 4 and drawn twice. Martel picks up a yellow card. I don't think the ref appreciated him throwing the ball away there. But we'll take it. It's killed a couple of minutes. Not ideal, but we'll take it. So it's going to be a goal kick. They said 15 minutes still to go. I don't want to count my chickens. I'm not going to talk about the potential opportunities of league standings and things until it's all done and dusted this afternoon. But I believe Tony Pennock is getting another substitution ready. I've got a feeling it might be Quay Whitmore. Again, giving Quay 15 minutes just to help out with a bit of energy in the middle would be a really good opportunity. Oh, supporter takes the ball in the nose. For Lee Jenkins, was it deemed a legal throw, but would have been one that we've been appealing for. Back with Jenks, another throw in. Martel is crowded out, but the Bluebirds come away with it. Cleared by Harrington though. Watsy. Oh, collision with Michael Wilde in the centre circle. Jenkins plays it out wide to Hawkins with a bit of space on the far side. First chance for an attack for a while. Hawkins, 3 red players around him. Does well, turns, plays it back to Watsy, who's free. 45 yards out. Finds Hawkins again. Hawkins to Martel. Does well. Hawkins, he's just still a chance. 25 yards out. Out to Caden on the right-hand side. Can we get another? Caden delivers. It's deflected. Oh, it's going to be kept in by Josh Williams at the back. It was deflected up and over everybody in the box waiting. It's a good knock into Jack Kenny. Luke DeBorn does well. That's a foul, surely, ref. Plays advantage. Jordan Davison to Bourne battling. Livening up. There's 2 subs incoming for the Nomads. Disney now travels into Haverfordwest's defensive third. Out to Harrington. Strap yourselves in. Out to Declan Poole. Over on the far right-hand side. McNamara's out to Jockey. Does well to show him to the byline. Is deemed to have fouled Declan Poole. It's going to be a free kick over on the right-hand side. In the middle of the penalty box. You're about 9-10 yards away from the corner flag. Alex McInch, referee, puts his shaving foam down. Marches out to Dan Hawkins, a one-man wall. There's 2 players out there. Otherwise, I don't think a wall would be needed. I think there's going to be 2 subs incoming. It's Aaron Williams, 21, and Jay Berman. He's only one of me. He looks a youngster. But the cross comes in. Josh Williams. Michael White competes. There's lots of reds and yellow shirts swinging legs at it, but it comes away. Jacob Owen does really well to clear. He's now, almost set free, but Harrington does well. The ball now with Firth. 10 yards outside his penalty box. Goes big. It's going to be Jenkins and Wilde competing in the air. Could have given a foul against Jenkins there, but Wilde flicks it to Jordan Davis. Out to Declan Poole. Back to Josh Williams. Again, Nash. Across. Diagonally coming across the pitch into the Bluebirds half. Back out to Josh Williams. Just struggling still to break down this resolute away performance. Jack Kenny being held up by Jenkins. Does well. Harry John, can he nick it? He does to Martel. Martel, great turn. It's 3v3. Harry John's got the legs to get around Harrington. Oh, he just doesn't have Harrington to get there before him. Just seemed to be running in sand then, Harry John. Making his way back as well. Kai Edwards. 10, 15, 20 yards. Passes to Harrington again out on this left-hand side. It's Rio Dyer stripped and Kai Whitmore. The flag is up for a throw. It's going to be the substitutions. 2 for both teams. believe it's Jack Berman and Aaron Williams coming on. It's
Substitution
Josh
for the
Williams
Nomads,
coming off.
Replacing number 18, Jack Kenny, is confused now. Too many. Replacing number 28, Josh Williams. Number 21, Aaron Williams. Replacing number 18,
Jack Kenny off,
Jack
Josh
Kenny,
Williams off
number 27,
for
Jack Berman.
Berman and
The Haverfordwest
Williams.
West, replacing number 11, Martel.
If you can hear this, Martel making way
Number 8,
for Kai Whitmore. And it's Rio Dyer for
replacing
Harry
number
John.
14, Harry John.
I'd imagine Rio will drop back into a midfield potentially.
Number
Kai
8.
obviously got a bit of legs. Kai Whitmore, number 8. Rio Dyer.
Number 17, Rio Dyer.
Brendan, the media suite there, struggling to see all that way. Rio Dyer has picked up possession. It's 3v3 again. Kai Whitmore off on a run. Doesn't seem to be much wrong with Kai's fitness there. It does well, Kai, to play himself out of trouble. Dan Hawkins finds Rio Dyer in the final third. Is tackled by Aaron Williams. Ignore it. Is that out for throw-in? It is. It's a yellow throw. I'd guess it'd be in line with the edge of the penalty box. Over on the far side. 80th minute. Kai Whitmore down, tying his shoelace. Extra bit of stoppage. Yeah, mentioned in the chat about the injuries. We'll go through it again. There's 8 first-team players missing today, as well as Lucas Davis and Dan Johns. Full 90 minutes, I believe, for the development this afternoon. Dan Hawkins, intelligent, plays it off. I think that was Nash for a corner. There's 10 to play. Jenkins and DeBone are moving forward, but there's 4 players back for the Bluebirds. I don't think they'll be chasing for another goal, although it would be an absolute bonus if we could get one. Hawkins is prepped, ready for an in-swinging right footer. I got a feeling this is going to drop for Rio Dyer, but plays it short. Whitmore. Again, those traditional step overs. Back to Hawkins. Delivered. It's deep. Safe in the hands of Firth. Firth rolls out to Nash. A flurry of red shirts moving forward up the pitch now. Again, doing so well to keep them in their own half. They can have that possession there. Welcome to the chat, Martin. I wouldn't say they're a bad team, to be honest, but good performance this afternoon from the away team. Aidan McNamara does really well just to stifle that attack down the right-hand side. It ends up again going back to Nash. Sure, Gibson will be disappointed of how much his team have played the wrong way this afternoon. But again, a really good performance for 80 minutes so far. Let's hope there's another 10 or so minutes to come. Just defensively solid. Headed down, McNamara to clear. Can only go to the Kai Edwards on the halfway line. Out to Nash. I feel we got a great play. Kai Whitmore travelling through the centre circle, finds Rio Dyer to Ricky Watts. Got to be careful in possession. Kai Whitmore takes the foul. Jordan Davis not too clever with that foul. Taps Kai on the back. Pennock raises a thumb to Kai, who I think thought he was in for a telling off there. Zach is coming out a fair old way to take this. Just in line with the edge of the centre circle to the right-hand side. Yeah, Tom, you're right. The second half, resolute performance. And again, I think before the game, I said I would have taken a draw. I certainly still would take a draw at the very least, but we're still 2-1 up. 83 minutes of normal time gone. As the Nomads are back in possession. Dan Hawkins is pushed. Ref doesn't give anything. Playing towards his own goal. Rio Dyer back in possession. Being jockeyed by Kai Edwards. Nice triangles from the Bluebirds. Ricky Watts. It's a nice little flick. Jacob Owen's the highest player up at the moment. Again, forcing Nomad to go back to the keeper. Won't disagree with that, Dan. I think we've been doing that for the last 20 minutes, to be fair. It's a nice, intricate play by the Nomads, but it's almost one back. Nice little 1-2 for them. Breaks the lines, but Luke de Bont as well to cut that out. Again, the Nomads attack. Crossed, deflected. Jordan Davis plays towards his own goal. Yet again, Nash. Still Nash. Kai Edwards in the centre circle. Bravos, 20 yards there again. Morris. Just the banks of Bluebirds' defence just lined up, not letting anything come through them at the moment, forcing them backwards. Still on the halfway line. Poole out to Nash. Oh, debatable foul given against Aidan McNamara there. 86. Yellow card. I don't know what happened there. Missed that one. Yellow card for Morris, I believe, for the Nomads. Pushed the Haverfordwest player, apparently. Didn't see that was, but it's a free kick in the Bluebirds half. Everyone but the keeper in the attacking third of the pitch. It's going to be Disney. It's high. It's Jenkins. Wins the first contact. Oh, he's back in the safe hands of Zach Jones, who takes to the ground. Dan, I'm going to give a hat tip to your comment. Good afternoon, Duncan. Listening from Philadelphia, the global Bluebirds. I love it. Welcome. What's your connection with the Bluebirds, Duncan? What's brought you to the broadcast this afternoon? Zach clears. Oh, great diving header by Oscar. Almost took one in the face for his troubles. It's wild. Morris breaking through. Can Ricky Watts? It's a chance. Oh, what a save, Jack Jones. What a save. Off Jordan Davis on the edge of the box. A ferocious volley. Zach dives low to his left-hand side and parries clear. Cross back in. Oh, Zach Jones, superb. Ball's in his hands yet again. That was a huge moment in the game. I'm sure if the Scorio cameraman has caught that, you'll be seeing that one later on. Massive chance. 87 gone. Still 2-1. Still feel there's a chance or two to come for the Nomads, but that was huge. Disney knocks Zach's punt straight back the way it came from. Won by Oscar. Out for a throw-in on the far side. Duncan on the sports betting. Interesting. Please feel free to give our social media account a follow. What are you waiting on, Duncan? Hopefully not a home goal. Braden. It's just cleared out to Jordan Davis on the right-hand side. Cuts back inside. Cross. Oh, Zach Jones, safe as houses. Ball is in his hands. He's on the floor in the 6-yard box. I don't want to jinx him, but the last few minutes, he's earned his stripes this afternoon as Zach Jones. Another great cross collected by the Kiwi keeper. Mike Wilde doing his best to block the clearance. Told to come back, I think, by the ref there. He's offside then. He's offside. He's going to run all the way through back to Zach Jones. Pick the ball up, Zach. Don't nerve me. Jordan Davis running in. Oh! Jordan running in, bumps into Zach and stands on his toe. Zach goes down. I wouldn't have said it was intentional. But Dan, another hat tip to your comment there, because that's certainly some of the finest housery, if that wasn't any connection, but infuriating the home supporters. But I don't think Zach would have done that as a dive, but it's a free kick. No way side. Much to the dismay. Good stuff. Look at loving this. The International Bluebird Supporters Association kicking off here this afternoon in the chat. Zach has cleared. He's flicked on. It's going to go for a throw. Oh, Jordan Davis as well to keep it in, to be fair. But Watsy's fired it back down. We are into the 90th minute. The board is imminent. We still lead 2-1. It was 2-1 at the break, and we've held our own. Well, the Nomads are certainly trying everything they possibly can to win. Rio Dyer, with plenty of space, is just travelling. Corner flag, Rio. Oh, he's taken late. Ref's playing advantage. Wild has got a CA card there. Takes a yellow. They take that all day long. Rio Dyer had loads of space, and Wild just completely takes him out. His teammates congratulated him. It's getting rowdier in the crowds. Some superb housery done, I will say. Nobody rushing to be on the end of this free kick. Barrytown United have pulled a 96th minute winner out of the bag. 3-2 away at Connah.
Officials indicated that there will be a minimum of 7
minutes. 7 minutes of stoppage time. The free kick went in, was cleared by the keeper. It's going to be a throw to the Bluebirds. We have 7 minutes of play here. Another Nomad sub coming on. Jenkins comes across. Can't quite see who the substitution is. Throw in down that far side. It's one back by the Nomads. Press, 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 boys. Don't let them out. Certainly not letting them do it easy. But Nash is on the ball in a bit of space now. It's going to look across to Kai Edwards. Again, Rio Dyer hot on his pursuit. He's done well since he's come on, Rio. Oh, he's one back in the middle. Jacob Owen. Little bit of Ricky Watts is going to take the yellow there and brings Disney down. A little bit of an experience from Jacob Owen there. Probably could have gone long. Harrington coming off. Sumner coming on for the Nomads.
Harrington is number 40, Noah Sumner.
Disney with a free kick, 45 yards out. There's 4 players to the right. There's 4 players to the left of the box. Massive gap right through the centre of the Bluebirds box. All being picked up. Jacob Owen, a one-man wall. We have got 6 to play. Come on, boys. Disney out to Poole. Out to Nash. Over on the far right-hand side, I believe. Held up well by Ricky Watts, who did pick up a yellow, I believe, for that last tackle. It's out for a throw-in. I don't know why Nomads didn't put that in the box then. They've got a throw-in. Every single player inside the Haverfordwest penalty box at the moment. Big throw in. It's high. It's not very far. It's won by Rio Dyer. Oh. It's back to Disney. 35 yards out. Across. Jordan Davis. Oscar Borg holding him up. It's wide. It's a corner. It's a corner. I don't think that was anywhere near a corner. Jordan Davis, right foot there, floated to the back post. Seemed to go straight out. Panic infuriated, but it's a corner. Strap yourselves in. 93 gone. Disney into the box. Zach headed by Wild. Out for a goal kick. Zach Jones appeals for a foul, but he's going to get a goal kick. Wild's header wide. Didn't really trouble. Zach holding his back. Switching the sides for the goal kick. It's getting a bit rowdy in the crowd here. Kevin Halliday, representing the Bluebird Supporters Association, making his thoughts known to a couple of Red supporters here. Good old Kev. Loving the conversation going on in the chat. I'd love to entertain it, but it's far too exciting at the moment into stoppage time. But it's great to have you joining us. Please feel free to back the boys in future and join us on the Bluebirds Nest Live. Kai Whitmore now on the halfway line. Hawkins just killing time. Knocks it up the line. It's going to be a throw in over on the far side. Nash back to Disney inside his own penalty area now. The rain is just starting to come down. Gusts. You can see the rain swirling. It's a 60-yard long ball. Wild and Jenkins compete. Jenkins wins the battle. It's cleared by Lee Jenkins. Out for a throw in. 94 gone. 3 to play. Still 2-1 to Haverfordwest County. Back to Firth. High and far to the right-hand side. Luke Tabone under it. Zach Jones come in and does again collect so well. Zach's finishing this game very strongly. He's down on the ball. I wouldn't say that was last chance saloon. There's still time to play. 95 on the clock. Leroy indeed won his battle with Michael Wild these last 20 minutes well, to be fair, as the rain is horizontal across the pitch. There's rubbish and debris coming across the pitch from the far side as Kai Whitmore clatters into Disney. It's another free kick for the home side. Potential yellow card isn't given. There's going to be a substitution. Yori Humphreys is coming on for Dan Hawkins.
Substitution for Haverfordwest County, replacing number 10, Dan
Walk
Hawkins.
done.
Number 24, Yori Humphreys.
He's taking his time. Stadium announcer gets his substitution right. It's Yori Humphrey coming on. It's the 96th minute. Yori Humphreys coming on. Dan Hawkins leaves the field. Great shift from Dan this afternoon. Just over 1 to play. Yori's, I'm sure, going to take up a defensive position. Just helping out. Potentially last chance. Firth. High. With the wind. It's going to land on the edge of the box. Luke de Bourne clears. Back all the way to Firth. Jacob Owen is chasing it down. He's taking a touch. Plays it out wide. Nash, I believe, on the far right-hand side. Rio Dyer chasing. Crossed. McNamara out first to it. Lays it back. Morris has picked it up. Back to Nash. Rio Dyer holding him up again. Shows him on the inside on his weaker left foot. Back to Disney. Williams it is. Aaron Williams on the right-hand side. McNamara does well. Oh, it's loose in the box. It's wide. Goal kick. 96 minute. Yes, indeed. Gilberto, I would very much agree at the moment. Come on, the boys. It's been an excellent second half performance. There is surely only seconds remaining. Stand seats begin to snap back as people are leaving the Essity Stadium here. It is still 2-1. Seconds to go. I'm looking for the ref. Not yet. He's going to play on. He's going to play on. Disney wins the header. Kai volleys upfield. Surely now we are reaching the moment where the ref gives us the 3 points. Out to Nash on this left-hand side. We're into the 97th. Jacob Owen does expert. It's got to be a yellow throw, ref. Yes, it is. Yellow throw. Surely that's it. Jacob Owen, an excellent tackle onto Ben Nash to stop him travelling. Ricocheted off the Nomads' left foot. Lee Jenkins coming up to the halfway line to take the throw in. Surely now. 98. Another glance at the watch from Alex McInch. Yori Humphreys manhandled. We get the free kick. Unbelievable scenes. Right in. Oh, I thought he was going to blow then. 98 gone. Still leading 2-1. Superb performance this afternoon. I said earlier I would have taken the draw. Come away from here with 3 points is massive. Kai to Rio Dyer. He's going to get fouled here. The tempers are going with Carl Morris over the far side. He's holding it up in the corner flag. It's a goal kick. Surely now, ref. Ref, surely. He looks at his watch again. Keeper plays it short. What's he doing? Come on, Rio. Great tackle, Jacob Owen. Puts it out. Put it out. Surely time here now. Ref. +9. 7 minutes were allocated. Surely not now. Referee. Come on, Alex McInch. Whistle. Yes! Over. 2-1. 3 points to the Bluebirds. Absolutely superb result on the road. The second win of the season on the road in the league. Oof. I don't mind doing boring second halves if we come away with 3 points. Ladies and gents, 2-1. I don't know if I can give anybody an individual man of the match performance. Zach, all the way through to the subs that came on. Superb. A massive 3 points on the road, as I said. Oof. Home for the next few weeks, so there will be another Bluebirds Nest live for the Connah game next month. No podcasts whilst the documentary's coming out, so please feel free to tune in and catch up with the next few episodes of You Can Have It All. Thank you for tuning in. It's been great fun in the chat and kept me company this afternoon. And I'm sure there's going to be a bus full of smiles heading back to Pembrokeshire this evening. Final score from the Essity Stadium. Connah Nomads 1, the Mighty Bluebirds 2. Over and out.